Hey everybody! So if you're a YouTuber, no matter how big you are, if you have a big channel or a small channel, you're frequently going to be wondering, am I growing at a good rate or am I just kind of spinning my wheels here? I personally was, considering that for a long time, and everybody does. Because, you want to know if your growth rate is because of a trend or a fad. Can you continue this growth rate? Is it unreasonable to expect this kind of return in the future? Or are you not getting covered correctly? Are you not gaining enough subscribers per views on your videos? And that question there, views to subscribers, is what I want to answer. And so I'm using data that I collected from Social Blade, because that's the best place really to get YouTube data. I've done a video about this before, about how easy it is to make a $50,000 salary on YouTube using data from Social Blade and then some of my own findings. I recommend you check the video out if that is a question you also want to know. But here today we're going to be looking at a little basket here of 7 different channels. They're different types of channels, they're different sizes of channels, and they are all of different ages. So PewDiePie, of course, pretty much in any sample you want to include PewDiePie because it adds a lot of variance. We'll talk about that later. Food Wishes, another really old channel, not so big, but very important as well. We have iDubbbz TV. I did a video reviewing iDubbbz. It got a lot of dislikes. That's because my audio is terrible, but anyway. In here as well because almost 5 million subscribers is a very important data point for YouTubers, and also his style of uploading is not like PewDiePie's or Food Wishes, which are kind of like everyday things. He does things more like every other week. Nigahiga, another example like iDubbbz, but with considerably more subscribers, considerably older in terms of how many subscribers he has, how long he's had like a range of subscribers at that level. He also is more like iDubbbz in that he uploads less frequently. And we have Joseph Lincoln. He is an upcoming YouTuber that I happen to enjoy. He's pretty funny, very sarcastic, but you can see his 89 uploads, 46,000 subscribers. We would not call him a big channel by any means, but it's very important to include these smaller channels in discussions. We have H3H3 Productions, another very popular channel, gets consistent views. That's very important. Pretty much regardless of anything that they do, they get around the same amount of views every single day, as well as subscribers, as we'll see. And then of course I included myself because I am a tiny channel and I want to round it out a little bit, just because I'm pretty sure a lot of people watching this channel are not as big, not even as big as Joseph Lincoln, although people like Joseph Lincoln, even iDubbbz or Nigahiga could use the information I'm about to present. I'm going to come clean all the data that I have taken, screenshots of Social Blade. I did all of this on the 17th of September 2017. I did this so that we could get like semi-current data, but we will also be referencing past data as well to get kind of a more holistic view of what growth on YouTube really means throughout the years, where it's going, where it's been, that kind of thing. But here you can see PewDiePie's things, and you can see that his subscribers seem to range every day from as low as less than 1,000 all the way up to almost 12,000. So then I have taken 2 data points which were based on subscribers. He's more shifted towards high levels of subscribers, so that's why I have taken the 9th and the 17th, where he got almost 700 and almost 900 subscribers as kind of like a baseline for him currently. And if we divide the views for that day and the subscribers he received, he got 732.2 views per sub and 497.4 views per sub. Here's Food Wishes, here's the data here. If you want to check my numbers, I'm going to try to go through this so we don't take forever. He got 284.0 and 282.5, and that's important because PewDiePie's numbers were quite drastically different. We can go back and we can see here that between the 2 data points there's like over 200 views per sub difference there. And that is because PewDiePie is an extremely old channel. He clickbaits a lot. That has to do with it a lot, because if new people come in to see PewDiePie that don't know who PewDiePie is, which is a very small amount of people, but conversely, pretty much since everybody knows who PewDiePie is, they're not going to subscribe to him unless they're already subscribed to him because they know who he is. So we have to assume generally that his new subscribers are people that don't know who he is, or bots or something. But anyway, so clickbaiting will get you numbers similar to PewDiePie, I believe. We go here to Food Wishes with very consistent titles. He's saying, I'm making this dish today. He just puts the name out there, and then he'll put a little blurb on it like easy or something like that. But it actually is very easy, and he shows how easy that is to do. And that's why his numbers are so consistent. We're gonna go into iDubbbz now. Here's his data. And we get 191.5, 172.3. Pretty consistent numbers regarding what he does. Nigahiga's numbers, 367.9, 288.0. I really think that the older your channel gets, the more disparity between views and subscribers that you're gonna receive day per day. But still, with Nigahiga's content, because it takes so long to make, he can't pump out of it like all the time, and viewers know that. So they're not really gonna subscribe to it if it doesn't really catch their interest, right? Like if you really don't like a Nigahiga video, you're not gonna subscribe. I've watched Nigahiga for years and I have not subscribed because I'm just gonna check it like after a month and he'll have uploaded something, but I don't need those like updates every day. You know what I mean? Like it's just not something you need. Unless you're somebody who subscribes because like you really like the person of the channel. Yeah, then I would consider subscribing to Nigahiga, but I think most of us, right, we want to keep our subscription list pretty small, more easily manageable. So we want those like updates every day because you don't want to fall into this like content desert where you don't have anything to watch, right? Alright, here's Joseph Lincoln's numbers, upcoming guy. His views and subs vary a lot by percentage. That's because he's new. That's because he's not being discovered a lot. And his results show that it's 82.5 and 213.2, which is a really big difference for him. But even if you receive these kind of differences in your channel, it's not that big of a deal. I'll show you why later. Alright, here's H3 Productions. Recently there's been a lot of drama with H3, and that's because of their stance on racial slurs, and there's some controversy because they have used such terminology before in the past, and a lot of people are calling them hypocrites and stuff, and you can look at their like-dislike ratio on their latest podcasts if you really want to confirm that. But the thing is, if you look at their numbers, yes, they've slowed down, but they haven't slowed down that much. And that means that it's probably that they're receiving the same amount of subscribers every day regardless of what they're doing. It's just that some of their old subscribers are kind of phasing out. And that actually is kind of what, that phasing out of old subscribers is what's boosting their numbers to 302.9, 204.8, a lot higher than what they would have received if their subscribers were not leaving. And here's my channel. It does not look the same as the other screenshots, but it's something, right? Yeah, my data is too inconsistent. I'm not gonna be able to adequately say like anything based on current data. I'm too young of a channel, first of all, and second of all, as we can see here, my subs and my total views have increased dramatically in the last couple of weeks, and that was because I did a couple live streams. Yes, so right now my totals are 14,394 views, 78 subscribers, which is 184.2 views per sub. And then before this burst, as I'm calling it, because like it's been like 2 weeks and I've gained like over twice my old amount of total views and total subscribers, which is really cool. But at the same time, it kind of throws all my data out the window for like current stuff. So that's gonna be 6,328 views, 34 subscribers, yields 186.1 views per sub, and I almost didn't even include myself in the study. I was gonna just pick some other random small channel, but the thing is that because my numbers are so similar, I'm going to keep myself in it, and I'm going to tell you why that is. Basically because I've gained all my subscribers and all my views off of like a handful of videos, like I can count them on my hands, the videos that actually, I can count on one hand, the videos that actually got me pretty much 90% of these views. And the thing is, a lot of small channels are like exactly like that. So I figure that why not include that kind of channel into this big meta-analysis of YouTube, am I right? Alright, and here you can see I've just taken all the total views a channel has, all the total subscribers they have, and I've listed the resulting view per subscriber ratio. This includes all bursts that a channel has had. This includes all like slow growth, everything. This is just data straight out of Social Blade. iDubbbz 127.4, PewDiePie to 81.6, on and on and on. I've taken those numbers here, and then I've put them down. The average is 167.6 views per sub. And this number, granted, is a little high for a young channel, but if the person watching this is an older channel, this is probably a little too low. And now, because I'm curious, I want to look at YouTube as like a culture, right? I'm gonna take all these very different channels of different sizes, different ages, and I'm gonna add up all the total views, all the total subs, because if I do this, I can get like a window into what YouTube really is. And we take our total sample views, sample of these channels, we take all the total sample subs, some huge numbers there, and we're getting 234.3 views per subscriber. That is just off of this basket, which I think is probably pretty representative of YouTube. Okay, and then if we want to like go a little bit farther, if we want to take the average of the total things we got from YouTube and the average of the set, well, the set would be the numbers that we got by just taking individual channels, total views, total subscribers, dividing that out to get us a little bit more of a benchmark number. We got 200.1 views per sub. So that means that if your channel is between 167.6 views per sub all the way up to 234.3, you are in an optimal range, because if you look at the older channels, their views per sub ratio is much higher than that. But at the same time, if you're a younger channel and your view per sub ratio is lower than this range, then you should not expect that growth to continue. You should expect it to kind of, as time goes on, level out until you reach this optimal range, hopefully. And I think the benchmark really is 200.1 views per sub. I think that if you upload a video and it gets 200 views, you can expect a subscriber out of it if your content is good. Because pretty much all the channels in my sample are channels that I personally believe, maybe not including myself all the time, but 6 out of 7 channels in this sample always consistently give you good content, unless you really hate one of them in particular. I just think that as YouTube goes, as like a total just basket of every video that's ever been created, these channels consistently upload quality content. Okay, so if you are matching the quality of content within this basket, myself included, I think you can expect to get a subscriber every 200 views. Yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want more of these kind of like YouTube analysis videos. I do a couple of them every once in a while. Leave a like, helps me out a lot. Share with your friends if they are YouTubers as well, or if they are just kind of into data analysis, because maybe they're a nerd like me. I don't know how that goes. But anyway, if you want to, you can follow me on Twitter, link in the description. Alright, thanks guys, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Infinite power.